Welcome to Far Out Friday.
Far out, man. I love this show, man. So good. Good
Me
times.
too.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Oh my gosh, we have some really strange things kind of popping up all over the world, and we're going to talk about that today.
I love it.
Yeah. So, I don't know if any of you guys have heard about these mysterious monoliths that are popping up all over the world, but there have been 8 that we know of so far, possibly even more in certain countries. But so we're going to go into that today and kind of delve into where they are, why people think they're popping up, and weigh in with our own opinions.
Yeah, yes. I'm very excited. So we've been doing some research on this. In fact, you brought this to me sometime last week. And right before you told me about it, my boss told me about it. And I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? Because I had seen like a meme somewhere just like a week before that, and it was like somebody was making fun of it because it looks like a giant vape pen.
Yeah.
And they were like making fun of it, saying it was like it's gonna like vape us out, or I don't know. I don't know. But like, so we were looking at an article, and I'll link it below, by Saren. I'm gonna botch that. Saren Morris.
It's newsweek.com article, how many monoliths are there every location where mysterious objects have appeared. So that's what we're kind of referencing.
Yeah, so we're going by that. And then when we first talked about it, I actually went and like was looking on YouTube for people talking more about it, and there wasn't a whole lot of information other than, you know, conspiracy theories and a couple newscasters giving their opinion on, you know, look at this strange thing. And I think the first one was Utah. Was that the first one?
I think it was the first one was in Utah, and it just like randomly was found. It's so strange though. The whole story behind like how it was discovered was kind of weird. Did you ever?
No. How was it discovered?
Read into that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I didn't read about what happened, but I'd heard about what happened. And so like some people have been saying that it was discovered by a group of like special ops guys or something like that, but I'm like, I don't know. It could have been that it was discovered by hikers or something, and then they called special forces or something like that. I don't know who it is.
So
hold
on the article, it says it was on November 18th. It was discovered in the Utah desert by a helicopter crew who were out counting bighorn sheep. So that's like the Department of some Fish and Game, right? Isn't that who that is that goes out and studies the animals? They're saying that this is saying that they were out just looking for animals and they discovered it, but it could have been random. It could have been a couple of different people, because I've heard different accounts of who found it.
Yeah.
And that one in particular was removed. At first they were saying it was mysteriously removed. I don't know exactly who removed it, but it wasn't like, I think it was like, I don't know. I don't want to say, I don't know.
So speculation is that it was mysteriously disappeared.
Well, that's speculation, but there actually is somebody that says we removed it. We took it. And I don't remember who. Let me see if it says on here. No, it doesn't say. It just says on November 27th that it mysteriously, was removed. But so I watched a video where a guy was out there like shooting pictures of it, I guess. And it was kind of nighttime, and his pictures look amazing. They were really cool. And,
that's awesome.
He said that there's pictures of these guys wearing all green coming and like checking it out and measuring it, and he says those are the guys that took it. And he watched them push it over, and like it just fell over to the ground.
There's 4 of them. 2 of them stand back, 2 of them walk forward and walk up to the monolith and start pushing on a little bit. And then one of them turns to my friends who are a little bit further up the canyon next to it, where I was a little further back, and said, hope you got your photos. And then just gave it a couple of big pushes, and it like just leaned over. And that's when the rest of them came up, and all 4 of them pushed it over to the one side and then pushed it back to the other side, and it just fell straight onto the ground.
Why would they treat it like that? That's terrible.
The story is actually in the New York Times. I just looked it up because I was like,
oh, nice.
It doesn't, I feel like it doesn't say who took it, but maybe in the midst of this, we'll figure out who took it.
This article also says that just over a week after it was discovered, it was removed and replaced with a small pyramid.
Yes, I did see that. It looks like a pile of rocks.
It's really weird that they would put a pyramid there in place of it.
It's very, very interesting.
So it's a pyramid of rocks. It's not like a metal pyramid or anything like that.
No, I don't. I'd have to. Let's look it up. It looks like a triangle rock with a bunch of rocks around it.
Oh yeah! Holy moly!
It's interesting.
I can't tell if it's metal though. It could be like pretty rough metal, or it could be stone for all I know.
Once the Utah one popped up, another one popped up in Romania.
Yep.
The one in Romania came up December 1st, and it looks different. The Romania one is like ripply and has like circles on it. And it looks like it's like more than one piece. Like the one in Utah looks like one big solid piece. But the one in Romania looks more alien-esque to me.
Yeah.
And
you know what this kind of reminds me of?
What?
You remember the Fifth Element movie?
Oh, that's my favorite. Oh, yes.
That's what these things remind me of.
They look like the stones. The what are they called? Oh, what are they called?
I can't remember. I'm terrible.
I love that. That's like one of my all-time.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I know I see this a lot. I say that it's my favorite, but it is. I know. I'm going to get David laughing at me right now.
It's so good.
It is so good. That's one of my favorite sci-fi movies. I can watch it 1,000 times. I freaking love Corbin Dallas. Corbin Dallas is my favorite. And Lilu. And oh my gosh. I just watched that movie like not that long ago. So
that's what this is totally reminding me of though. It's like really striking me as like this is some sci-fi crap going on.
It is. It's so cool.
They're aliens.
So I mean, okay, it could be so many different things. It could be so many different things. And I know like some people are like, oh, it's a promotional for a business. Oh, it's just a group of people messing with us because it is 2020 and things are weird.
Okay, but the rate that they're popping up and like where they're popping up and being discovered, it's kind of strange.
It is kind of strange. Like, so there was one in Utah. There's one in Romania. And then another one popped up in California on December 2nd. And you're right. It's like, well, the first one came up in the 18th, and then it took almost a half a month for the next one to come up. But then after that one, then the next one came up the very next day in California.
Oh, this article says, unlike the object found in Utah, the monolith in California was not secured to the ground. So apparently it was secured to the ground in Utah?
Interesting.
So the one in California could be knocked down easily. And then it says the next day, a group of men headed to some town in San Luis. I don't know how to say that.
I'm going to try Atascadero.
I'm
San Luis Obispo County. Yeah, it's Northern California.
They took the monolith down and replaced it with a cross in California.
Creepy.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool. I don't know.
Like, but why would they do that? There's enough crosses in the world. Leave the monolith there.
Because
I want to see what happens.
It's because people are presuming that this is a negative thing, and it either is a negative thing. It's just funny because like so many people get these ideas of what these things could be, and some are so far-fetched, some are more realistic.
Yeah.
But that's the joy and fun of this. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
Whoever's doing this, whether you're an alien or you're a person, I love you because it's fun and I enjoy it and it's great. And hopefully whatever it is isn't going to kill us all.
I mean, honestly, like, what are they made of? Like some kind of metal?
I wish that I was there right now because you and I would be driving our butts up. Oh, I guess the one in Utah's gone. But
it is gone.
There's one in Vegas. That was the next one. Ooh, it looks so Vegas-esque. It's so shiny.
It looks like it is just an art piece that someone did to maybe mock what's going on. Not mock, but copy.
Like copy, yeah, because
Yeah.
it looks like a mirror. It looks more
Yeah,
like a
it
mirror
looks-
than a. The other ones looked more matte.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that like
They do keep evolving and
let
changing.
me.
But
They
so,
all look different, and so like maybe there's something to be said about why each one has its own different thing. Maybe it's a
characteristics.
message to the people in that area specifically.
It could be. Or it could
Like
be different
Vegas.
artists. It could be different artists from different areas just copying each other and trying to have fun with this. But it is happening rather fast, though.
It's very quick. It had to have been planned ahead of time, and it's a very coordinated effort.
Mm-hmm.
If it is some people
Whether
doing it.
People or aliens.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to think anymore. Honestly, you know, my idea of aliens is very different than what some people might think about what aliens are. So, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't have to be scary. We've talked about that. It
No.
doesn't have to be scary. It could be something really cool, and it could be like the Fifth Element. You know, maybe these are coming to save the world. Maybe the world's about to blow up, and we just don't know.
Oh my gosh. I mean, or they're putting things in place to perpetuate the blowing up of the world. I don't ever think that's going to ever happen. Like, honestly, the blowing up of the world or whatever. I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm scrolling through this article, and we've got 8 on this article. But then there's another one. Do you see that? It says candy soda pop. There's like a picture of a candy store, and there's a monolith in front of it. That says that's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which would have been another location. And
then didn't you say that like there was another one in Germany?
Yeah, I've seen one in Germany, and it's funny because there's so many different ones, and not everybody's like putting it all together. So I hope, hey, we're the first. We're putting them all together. So yeah, it says there's one that appeared December 6th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of a candy store. That's an interesting place to put it. And that one looks more like it looks more matte, not as shiny as the Vegas one.
So okay, I know that this might sound kind of weird, or I'm reaching a little bit here with this, but what if these monoliths have something to do with the planet conjunction on the 21st?
It could.
Because it's weird to me that all of this stuff is happening over the past, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Like, it's a December 6th, like, was the last one, right?
No,
that you just mentioned. What if over the past, 2 weeks, all this stuff has been happening because of this really super rare conjunction of planets happening on the 21st? Because this has never happened in our lifetime or even our generations before us.
It
like
said 1200.
It's 800 years.
Yeah, it said 1200 and something is when it last happened.
It's been 800 years since this star planet alignment has happened, and so we're going to be experiencing something that
is so cool.
Our future generations for the next 8 centuries won't experience.
It's really exciting.
Like, it won't happen again for another 800 years.
I love it. I love stuff like this. I can't wait to witness this happening because it's going to be amazing.
So, what if it's all tied together?
It could be. What if this entire chaos of 2020 is all tied together? You know, who knows?
I mean, I feel like it is, because I see the world as one big being, and it's all interconnected, just like a body, just like a physical human body is all connected, and it's all like flowing together, and everything is, one thing leads to the next.
Yes.
And so I wonder if they're directly connected in a certain way. I'm just curious. I don't know. This is so interesting.
I think it's really interesting. I'm very fascinated. But you're right.
I am too.
The most recent one. So I bet you there's another one. Oh, this Germany one just happened.
When?
More monoliths found in Belgium, Spain, and Germany.
Oh my gosh.
I think the new one every day.
I wonder though, like how many are out there that just haven't been seen yet,
or haven't
like,
haven't been reported.
yeah,
Well, some
'cause,
of them
like,
are in very obvious places though. Like,
well, yeah, like on Fremont Street in
yeah,
Vegas.
and then in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of a
But
store.
another thing I would think about is something that maybe where the monoliths are placed geographically,
Has some connection.
what the distance is between each one, if they're on ley lines. Do you know what ley lines are?
No.
So there's this thing called ley lines where it's like the energy grid of how the earth is made.
Mm-hmm.
And so ley lines are a grid line of energy where it flows really hard, right?
Okay.
And so I wonder if these things are placed on ley lines and what the distance is between each one. So like, ooh, that would be really cool if we could map it out globally.
Oh.
Ooh,
Well,
and then measure the distance between each monolith.
it's like,
and
how
see
many
where they're
are
placed.
there? I mean, there's seems to be a lot. It seems like
There's a lot.
this article that we just touched on has 8,
could
but I just
totally
found 3
map this
more.
together.
4 or 5. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
we
it.
should totally map this out. Like, get a map of the United States, get a map of the world, and see like the distances between each one, and see like if we can draw and connect the dots
I love
and
it.
see what it does, right? What it looks like when
That's
you
a
connect
good idea.
them.
Let's do it.
I want to do this.
We're doing it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show each one for our viewers so they can see what we're seeing of every single one that we're finding even at this very moment. So obviously the first one was Utah. That was discovered November 18th. And then the second one was in Romania on the 1st of December. And that one is the most different looking as far as textures go on the monolith. You can see there's like ripples or circles or something. It looks very alien to me. And then there's one in California. And that was December 2nd. And then the one on Fremont Street in Nevada, and that one looks like a mirror, very, very Vegas-esque. And then one was found on Sunday, which I don't remember what date that was. That one is in the Netherlands near a nature preserve. So that one's more outside in the nature area, right?
Yeah.
And then that one's actually really pretty.
The one in the Netherlands is thought to have been there for some time because it wasn't as shiny and ice had also formed around the structure.
Because
that's important.
It looks like it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so it's probably been there a while. Actually, just because they were discovered on these days isn't when they were placed there. So that's another like interesting thing. Yeah, that one like is by like water out in the forest. That one's different. And then there was one in England. It says it also appeared on the same day, or they found it on the same day. Not appeared. They found it on the same day as the one in the Netherlands. A group of people were walking their dog, discovered the strange object on the island's Compton Bay early in the morning. 10 feet tall and reflective. Interesting.
That's why I feel like I wonder if it's on energy lines, because
wouldn't
the
that be
placement
crazy?
of these things, it's just strange.
I think it'd be really cool to find. We have to do this. We have to like plot it out and figure it out. And
I'm doing it right now.
We'll post all this to our page so y'all can see what we discovered because it's fun. And then Colorado has seen numerous monoliths. Numerous? There's more than one in Colorado?
That's weird.
With some objects' origins more mysterious than others. Monoliths spotted in, oh man, I'm gonna botch that, Chautauqua Park in South Boulder. We'll just say South Boulder. As well as in front of the McDevitt Taco Supply. Tacos.
You're so cute.
Oh, it's tacos. Through the two sightings could have been of the same monolith. What? Though the two sightings could have been the same, which may have been moved. Interesting.
Oh.
Like, I want to get on a plane and
Don't
go see
move
for my
these monoliths. Leave them alone.
Yeah, I want to see them for myself. Don't move them.
I know.
And then, okay, so the most interesting one you just shared with me this morning was Colombia, which was discovered on December 5th. Why is it so interesting? Because it's gold.
Instead of silver.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah, so
does that mean
Colombia one I feel like is the most unique because of the color of it, but
it's so cool looking.
Yeah.
The last one that we're aware of was on December 6th, which was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of the candy store. But we did just discover maybe possibly some more in Germany.
Yeah, which I feel there's going to be a lot more popping up all around the world, and that's why I'm really curious about the distances and their geographical placement as far as
what do they say? What are they saying exactly?
Okay,
so I was looking up theories. I wanted to see what other people think before we go today, and then also if you guys have a theory of what you think it means, please comment below so that we can look into that too. I mean, what do you think?
If you guys find any more, like, link them to us because we want to put together a map of where they're all at around the globe.
Yeah, we'll definitely
I'm going to start dotting it.
Part 2 of this episode so that we can follow up with, what we find in the future. Because from the day you first told me about it, so much has happened. Like, so many more
have popped up.
So it's wait, what? Okay, so popular
really
theories.
Weird.
Extraterrestrial origins. Art. Hoax or prank. Oh, I guess those are the 3. They only said 3 things.
mean, but think about like what it really could be.
I mean, it could be some kind of
think outside the boxes. Think outside the box and, think big because, I mean, it's fun to think big.
The 5th element is coming and she's coming to save the world.
Right? No.
I've always wanted to be her for Halloween, but
Oh, I know. She's so cute.
She's amazing.
I love
Multipass. I love it. And then
I love that movie.
Ruby Rod.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
All right, I'm going to watch that movie again.
Yeah, you need to watch it because it's so great.
I have to.
It's just the greatest movie ever.
It really
and if you've
is one of the
never
greatest
seen
movies.
if you're into sci-fi, or if you're not, you might like it.
Even if you're not, watch it.
It's a great movie. It's just really, really funny and fun and nerdy and great.
Oh, it was such a defining movie of the 90s. Like, it's such a iconic stamp of what the 90s were for me, and I guess maybe a lot of people feel the same way because it's a super popular movie, but I don't know. It's just a really iconic movie. It's got a lot of really cool moments in there, and it's definitely worth the watch.
I love it. Yeah, it's totally good.
Yeah.
For sure. Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. I think whoever's doing this knows that it's resonating with the 90s kids because these monoliths are reminding me of things from when I was a kid and
super alien-esque, super 2000. The year 2000 was such a alien time. We were all into the aliens and things like that. So,
the X-Files. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh, I love it.
To watch that a lot.
It's just good. Imagination ran wild in the 90s. I mean, there's still stuff like that today, but not as good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen The Fringe, but that was a pretty good show too.
I have. I didn't watch it a lot, but I remember. I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just...
And the OA, you should watch the OA.
What is that? What is that?
So it's a show. It's called the OA, and it stands for Original Angel. Oh. And it's about this girl who was blind initially, and she had this near-death experience and got her sight back. Oh. And so she became this miracle to some people, and other people thought she was just a weirdo, but then it gets into it and she's telling her story to this group of people and explaining to them what happened to her multiple times. And it gets really good. It's very slow going.
Show? Is that a newer show?
It's not new. It's maybe a few years old.
Where is it at? Where can we watch it at?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, cool.
But there's 2 seasons and you have to watch it. Just give it a chance, because the first episode, like getting into it, it's kind of slow going. But once you like get into it and the story gets going, you understand more. It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, I want to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
This is really good.
Yeah.
So
I love this stuff.
Me too. Over the next couple weeks, you'll probably hear from us talking about this again. We're definitely going to touch on the winter solstice planet alignment thing that's happening soon. You know, some people believe it's the Star of David, right? They're saying that's the Star of David.
It's the Christmas star.
The Christmas star.
Yep.
It is.
So a lot of people are saying that it is the Christmas star, and that we're very blessed to experience this. I feel that we are very blessed to experience it, for sure.
I agree. I think it's a positive thing for sure. It's a beautiful positive thing, not a negative thing. I know some people are like, it's the end of the world.
No.
And even if it was, we'd be good, you guys. We're all good. It's all good.
We have to think positive, and we have to try to see like the good in all things. And I see the good in it. It's a beautiful experience, and we're going to be the only ones at this time experiencing it for potentially the next 800 years, if not longer. So, like, we don't know what the future's going to hold, but this is a great time.
It is. It's good. Good stuff.
I think.
I think so too.
Me too.
I love it. But yeah, so be sure to tune in with us on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for our live show. We talk about positive, uplifting things, things we're personally dealing with, and things that we are going through or have experienced, especially at that very moment. and then we have a lot of fun on Fridays with Far Out Friday. So, we dive into scary things, ghosts, aliens, anything really. So if you think if you found something weird, share it with us. We like
anything weird, anything strange that is mysterious or is hard to explain. Like, we want to talk about it, because this is like fuel for my fire. Honestly, I live for this stuff.
yes. I mean, it breaks up all the seriousness of life. So, and we need that. We need some fun. Fun is a good thing for your body. You gotta have a little bit of fun. Gotta have a little bit of mystery, and gotta have a little bit of mystery in your life, because
you read my mind. It's so weird. Gotta have a little bit of fun, a little bit of mystery.
You gotta be mysterious, so they're like, ooh, who's that? It's true.
Yeah.
That's why I love mysterious stuff, because it brings this sense of like euphoria of magic. And
and gives you things to speculate and to formulate your own thoughts about something.
It's fun. Or someone, mysterious.
Yeah.
I'm dark and mysterious. I'm such a nerd. But
you're amazing, and I love you.
I'm gonna stop blabbing, and we will tune in with you guys next time. But be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.